Okay, welcome back to my channel, guys. We are currently in May. May is here. Like, how did this even happen? Today is actually currently Mother's Day. I wanted to have actually more clips out before Mother's Day came, but here we are. May is actually pretty significant for me. So May is equal to my parents' wedding anniversary, May 2nd. So happy anniversary to my parents because that just recently passed. And then also May is considered ALS Awareness Month. So you guys know I have been talking about what ALS is. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of the Ice Bucket Challenge. So the Ice Bucket Challenge pretty much stems from ALS is a muscle eating disease. It's a disease where it basically eats away at your muscles and you slowly lose the ability to walk, talk, and eventually breathe. So yes, May is in dedication of ALS awareness. So this is also my last month until it's pretty much considered my summertime. I have a couple of things lined up for my summer. So I have a trip coming up. I have a concert coming up that I would like to go to. And I'm also just planning on just pretty much straightening up my house. And as you can see, like, this background is just boring to me now. So I want to get more things or maybe switch up even where I'm doing my videos. Okay, so I just want to get organized. I want to straighten up my house so it just more so feels like my home, you know? So honestly, y'all, the hardest thing right now I can update y'all on is just eating. Trying to figure out what to eat every day has got to be the most irritating, annoying. It's like the hardest thing to do. I have the hardest time trying to figure out what to eat. So I've been trying to just meal prep my lunch for work because eating out every day is not going to cut it no more. It's just simply not going to cut it, okay? So I have to do better with that. I also started lifting my weights because I'm not going to the gym right about now. So what I've been doing is just strictly lifting weights at home. And I just started doing that every single morning. So I've definitely enjoyed doing that. So that's a little update for me. And I'm also just trying to find ways to save money. So there are so many little things that I feel like we purchase on a day-to-day basis, and it's like, do we really need to be spending that money? Do we really need to be spending money on whatever it is that we're getting? So just trying to take every single purchase into consideration and just saving, you know? I'm like, do I want it? Need it? It's always been like that for me. Want or need, or get it later. You know, it's kind of like that for me. Look here, let me tell y'all something. I hear people talk about, don't tell people your plans this. Don't tell people your plans that. Baby, if I am going to do something, I'm going to do it. If something happens along the way, it just wasn't meant for me, and I look at it as a direction for me to go somewhere else in a different avenue. It just wasn't for me. That's how I try to look at it. But people try to act like if you tell somebody your plans, what you would like to do, as if they're going to stop what you have going on. Whatever is going to be for you will always be for you. I'm not scared to tell people any of my plans. And it's also just a matter of how you explain it. And it's not like you have to give people dates and times. You know, if you say, I want to start working on working out, how is somebody going to stop you from working out? The only thing that stops a person from doing anything is yourself. I also work with kids. If you don't know, now you know. But I hate hearing kids say they can't do something because you can. And all I want is just to try. I love seeing people try with anything. And for what I'm going through, everything is a first time for me. So I can't sit here and be like, well, I don't know how to do that. And even if I do, I will figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and be like, dang, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, I try to write my notes on things that I would like to talk about. I pretty much took care of everything. Yeah, so boom. And piggybacking off of how nobody is going to stop anything. Even me sitting up here is hard because I'm being pretty vulnerable and I'm giving you guys access to a little bit of my life, but this isn't my whole life, right? But my dad really taught me how to have tough skin. Like, example, if somebody says I'm ugly, if you believe you're ugly, obviously you're ugly. But if you know that you're not ugly, you shouldn't care what anybody else is saying. As long as you know facts about yourself, whatever somebody else has to say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know? Yeah, my dad installed me to have tough skin. My mom installed teaching me how to be organized. I'm still trying to work on that, but just organization skills, business skills, life skills. My mom really taught me that, as well as my dad. I can't just give one parent the sauce. They both gave me the sauce, baby. Yeah, you know, my parents have been helping me move forward in the best way. And little do they know, obviously, but it's so funny how I live my day thinking about my parents almost every second of the day. Almost every second of the day. I try to have confidence in myself with everything that I do. Not everything comes easy, so confidence is step one. But I'm always grateful. I'm appreciative, and just to be able to even do this video, my biggest thing is to just keep going and don't stop. I just want to be able to at least put out a video monthly, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job with that, and we're just going to keep it going. Like I said, if I didn't say it already, my name is Tamara. Tamara, follow me, subscribe to me. I just recently found out about Kai's Streamer University, and I'm just like, why didn't anybody tell me? I would be a perfect student. But y'all like my outfit? I thought this was the cutest thing. I got it for a very nice price. We'll get into that too, just kind of dressing on a budget. Well, not necessarily a budget, but just being able to look cute without spending a whole bunch of money. It doesn't have to even be on a budget, but there are ways to look cute and pretty and beautiful without spending a whole lot of money. But yes, y'all, I'm so happy we've made it to May. Mother's Day for me. Pretty interesting, I guess, but I do miss my mom tremendously. So this was my first Mother's Day without my mommy, and all I'm doing is saying out loud, like, Happy Mother's Day, Mom, or, you know, I'm constantly thinking about my mom, so there's nothing that stops me thinking about her. I am also looking at other mothers, be moms to their daughters or sons, and I'm just like, I hope people have a special light in their parents' heart as well as for the child. So I love you guys. Signing out. Love, Tamara.